My name is Rhianna Rutledge. Welcome to the College Bowl series, a miniature football highlight show. We would like to take you across the nation, highlighting big-time football games in the CBSMF. If you don't know what the CBSMF is, it's short for College Bowl Series of Miniature Football. Stay tuned to us and get a rundown on some of the action this week in college football. Let's start out west in the Pac-10. The Clemson Tigers, under the direction of James Shabby J. Partapilio, is off to a 0-4 start. Shabby J's Tigers have had some tough losses to Utah, Southern, and the Black College All-Stars in overtime, but were outclassed against the Michigan Wolverines. His Clemson Tigers will be trying to get a win on May 5th when they play the USC Trojans. The Trojans are coming to town to get their season started with games against Clemson and San Diego State. Coach Cleon Tate is one of the most enthusiastic coaches in all the land. But will that be enough to get a win against these two teams? The East Carolina coach Rick Garrison looks like he's ready to jump off the cliff. With great expectations of being one of the contenders in the Pac-10, the Pirates are off to a 1-3 start and needing big-time wins to stay in contention. Utah and Boise State are 1-1 and are looking to improve their records May 5th. The surprise team in the Pac-10 so far has to be the Southern Jaguars. Coach Ajo's team is playing with serious passion. He seems to be getting through to the team. They've got a tough game coming up against the #1 team in the nation, the Michigan Wolverines. This will be a big early test for the Jags. Another team that is starting off really well is the 9th-ranked Black College All-Stars, led by head coach Eric Robinson. The BCAs are just sticking to their fundamental game plan of running the ball. However, they have one of the best defenses in the land, giving up just 6.5 points per game. They will have to score more points to contend for the national championship, but I know it's a long ways away. The class of the Pac-10 is Dave Campbell's Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines have been impressive in wins against USC 24-0, Utah 21-7, East Carolina 28-14, and Clemson 42-14. Coach Campbell will tell you that his wins are not that great, but the rest of the nation is taking notice of what is going on in the West. Hail to the victors. Big Ten action. Welcome Big Ten to the party. With some of the best coaches in the country, the Big Ten has jumped in on the maiden voyage of the CBSMF, and in Week 1, played 4 great games. The first game of the day was between Grambling, coached by Don Lang, and Northwestern, coached by Chuck Lawrence. Grambling started off with a great defensive scheme, stopping Northwestern and churning out rushing yards. Grambling got on the scoreboard first. Grambling came back and added a field goal to go up 9-0 going into the fourth quarter. Northwestern began to connect late to make the score 11-7. The next game was between Ohio State, Ken Allen at SVSU, Greg Hartman. This game was a defensive struggle. Both teams had trouble passing and running, and it went into overtime 0-0. In overtime, Ohio State had Chris Carter wide open on a 3rd down, but the pass was behind him. Ohio State had a chance at a field goal in overtime. It went wide left. Saginaw Valley won the game in overtime on a pass to Rubel Martin for a 20-yard touchdown to come away with a 6-0 victory over OSU. In the Big Ten game of the day, Penn State, under the guidance of Coach Jim Davis, played at Northwestern. In the beginning, the game looked like a blowout. All-purpose back Larry Johnson was having his way, scoring on rushing and receiving plays. In the second half, Northwestern changed its strategy and went hurry up on Penn State. Northwestern hit big passes to their star receiver to get on the board 12-6. On Penn State's next possession, they threw a long pass, only to have it intercepted. Northwestern had a chance to go up, driving the ball up the field, only to see the ball sail off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Northwestern stopped Penn State again, and then mounted another drive. With Penn State's defense spread out, Northwestern called a quarterback sneak for a touchdown. It was called back because of a chop block. They then missed a field goal. The game turned into a defensive struggle. Northwestern got the ball back late in the fourth quarter. Northwestern went back to the hurry-up offense and finally got the offense back on track, driving down the field with ease against the tough PSU defense. On a crucial play, the Northwestern quarterback made a tremendous throw and finally connected with number 1 for the go-ahead score, 13-12. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game, Penn State drove down the field and connected on a pass to Larry Johnson for the go-ahead score, 18-13. After that, Northwestern threatened but was turned away by Jack Ham to end the game. Great start for the Big Ten.